Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Jeffrey Albarifana and I've come all the way here from the Secondary Visual University from UIN Raden Intan Lampung to deliver my speech to all today. The theme I've choose is the book Save Me. Before anything, I'd like to say that I've done a speech on this topic, but the book that I'll be talking about is different to give you a little background information about myself. I start reading when elementary school start, and the time took I didn't really go out of my comfort zone that much because I didn't want to read book that I would like when I was third to fourth grade. My mother introduced me. My mother introduced me to a book that she said had really big impact on her. I was really skeptical of it cause I didn't seem like something that I would enjoy, but I started reading it on a whim. The book was about young Japanese girls who is sixth grade at the time at sea and heavy love for running. She was choose for the school really resus she practice every single day, and one day of the competition her class won first place were on the fateful day her life began to change with sickness and dizziness. She felt this a contest, but never did she tell anybody but about it out of fear that they be concerned for one day should become a secret no longer. On a cold February day during practice, the girl collapsed and was in spare room as her parents talked to the doctor, and from the spirit from suddenly her mother exclaimed, look, it can be when I read this where I was in shock. How could such a young and active girl get such horrible disease? This is the true story about Sadako Sasaki, and her story takes place just a few years after the Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombing. She was just 2 years when it happened, and she was really affected at first, but it saw up eventually, and her and she was admitted to hospital. The next day, her best friend visited her the hospital and to give a golden paper crown. She explained to Sadako that if she could make 1,000 of the 10, hopefully the gods would grant her a wish and she able to get better within their means. She began to fold as many people crown as she could every single day in hopes that she'd able to get better. Is a bit childish probably, but I really felt inspired and thought reading about how she didn't stop, and nor did she complain at all about her pain. She also received unwarning support from friends and family who would even donate paper for. With this, I truly felt as if she'd be able to make it out of the horrible scene. There came a time the thought pixel when Sadako met a friend who was 2 years young than her. His name was Kanji, and he also had leukemia. Unlike for Tao, Kenji do not have his parents around anymore, and he was very sympathetic. They not least Tao become good friends. There come a time Tao one day when Sadako didn't meet Kenji all day long, and the following night Sadako here son of hospital bed rolling away. Nurse came into her room and explained to her as calmly as he could that Kenji had passed away that night. Sadako grieved in her room for the death of her friend, but she never stopped again to keep folding this paper crunch and hope for the best. There camera a point at her treatment also when it seemed like she was getting better. She was allowed to visit home, but after the visit the only took a turn from the worse, and that's when I knew that something bad was going to happen. One night during October, her swollen and clumsy hands fumbled with a piece of paper in hopes that she be able to make one last paper crane before she fall asleep. That night the doctor to take paper away from her hands and told her that she could try again tomorrow. The next morning, it was October 25, 1955. The 8th burned her this as her family and friends surrounded her on her. She said he got her sick and weak and voice the took one last bite. The after this, her eyes slowly drift to sleep, and Sadako Sasaki never woke And when I finished the book, I was intergrieving for the grit that I had never ever met before, but I was so incredible thankful that I've gotten to be here. Incredible journey she had taught me and so many different people the importance of one, the importance of peace and how to maintain it has taught me that we're in never a good thing and more importantly I think this book has taught me that no matter how dire your situation get and no matter the consequence of what's going well no matter the outcome that you must never stop trying no matter what is today consider an important figure in peace and that really inspired me finally I'd like to decide this speech to Sadako Sasaki herself that girl the only one to write like when thank you so much I hope this book is healed I think enough thank you for attention the less I say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.